ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty. To ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Now, I'm sure that many of you have heard this Schoolhouse Rock version of the preamble, the beginning of our nation's Constitution. And I'm also sure that many of you are probably wondering why I just started singing. But I assure you, I do have a reason. My reason? To see the look on all of your faces. Whether it looked like this, or even this, they all meant the same thing. What in the world is she doing? But those very looks are the reason why I wrote this speech. Every single look was judging me. Many thought that I would start the speech off formally with a greeting or something, right? But as soon as I started, those looks appeared and prejudice was evident. And that is the very topic of my speech, prejudice. I know those words might seem a bit harsh, but it is the truth. We need to realize that we all do judge. In a world where people constantly judge, it is we, all of us, that cause discrimination, and it is something we must all strive to end. To further discuss this issue, we can apply Rotary's 4-way test. First, is it the truth? To determine if prejudice is present in today's society, all we have to do is just think about our daily lives. For many kids here, we spend most of our day in school. How many times have you seen that one kid who always gets A++s with smiley faces, called a nerd? The one girl who's sort of repressed, God. The Muslim girl with a headscarf, terrorist. Cheerleader, mean. Hispanic boy, illegal, immigrant. These are all common stereotypes that hurt and are most certainly not true. We know nothing about these people, yet we still judge. The boy with A++s may stay up nights studying, only so in the future he can get a scholarship because his family can't pay. The girl who's sort of depressed may have recently lost someone very close to her, while that one Muslim girl may be the most generous person you've ever met, the cheerleader the most caring. Ever thought of that before? Now, for the adults here, I really don't know much about your lifestyle yet, but there is one thing I do know. So imagine you're driving, and in front of you there's a car going about 30 miles per hour on a 55-mile-per-hour road. What are your first thoughts? Come on, Grandma, speed up, right? Or when there's a car that's swerving and speeding, what are your first thoughts then? Ugh, teenagers, they're so irresponsible. See, stereotypes again. How do you know that the slow driver isn't a cautious driver, afraid of crashing? And how do you know that the swerving speeder isn't a concerned parent racing to the hospital because of an emergency? The truth is, we don't know, and we have no right to judge. Secondly, will it be fair to all concerned? This question has come up many times throughout our nation's history, and to determine its answer, we need to think, not only with our minds, but also feel with our hearts. Was it fair for the Americans to strip the Africans of their homes and families, drag them to the U.S., treat them cruelly, and have them work as slaves? Was it fair for someone to think they're superior because of something as insignificant as skin color? I don't think there's a single person in this room that would say yes, because it most definitely wasn't. Abraham Lincoln addressed the same issue through the Emancipation Proclamation and abolished slavery. Martin Luther King Jr. expanded on that and fought for equal rights. And now, it is our turn to expand on that and eliminate prejudice. And thirdly, will it build goodwill and better friendship? One day, I was feeling the pressure of being different. So my mom gave me an example that totally changed the way I thought about everything. She said, look at your hands. Did God make all your fingers the same length? No. God made every finger different from each other so that they could work together and get the job done. If our fingers were all the same length, we wouldn't even be able to pick up a pencil. This proves that everybody is different in different ways, and that difference is what makes us unique. And finally, is it beneficial to all concerned? As Margaret Gardner, an Irish novelist, once said, prejudices are the chains forged by ignorance to keep men apart. The only way we can progress, the only way we can accomplish anything, and the only way we can make this world a better place and benefit is if we break these chains of prejudice and accept each other's differences. We need to learn that our differences are what enable us to conquer the impossible. Now, remember about 6 minutes ago when I started singing? What words did I start off with? We the people. Why? Because to make this difference, I can't do this alone, neither can you or you. But we the people as a whole can. Together we can accomplish anything we desire. In conclusion, I just want to say that I may win or I may not, but honestly, that does not matter. What matters is if one person, just one person, after hearing my speech, thinks twice before judging someone based upon what's on the outside and actually makes an effort to discover the inside. Then that means winning to me. Thank you.